What up, your Tim is here. Now, here is my open site streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether they're theater, streaming, etc. Now, normally I do these things on usually most Thursdays, but starting this week and really next week, I'm actually going to start doing these things on Wednesday instead because for a majority of movies actually open up on Thursday nights instead of Fridays, so it makes more sense to do it on Wednesdays instead. But anyway, here are the films that are coming out this week. All right. First up, we of course got the horror film The Invitation, which stars Natalie Manuel, who I love on Game of Thrones. And here's what it's about. After the death of her mother and having no known relatives, Evie takes a DNA test and discovers a long lost cousin she never knew she had, invited by her newfound family to a lavish wedding in the English countryside. Evie's first at first seduced by the aristocratic host. However, she soon throws into a nightmare of survival as she uncovers twisted secrets about her family history and unsettling intentions behind her sinful generosity. Now, I was actually interested in this film at first because I thought the trailer looked decent and everything, but now I'm not all that excited for this movie. There's usually a reason why. I was excited for this film until I found out that its rating. The movie's now PG-13. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do like PG-13 horror movies. I mean, I love the Happy Death Day movies. Insidious is cool and everything. But to be honest, this movie did not look like it. Did not look very PG-13ish. It literally looked very R-rated. I don't know, maybe because they did Ready or Not, and this movie looks like Ready or Not. Maybe I thought it was like going to be as bloody as Ready or Not, but I don't know. Maybe the movie will still be good. Maybe it'll be a surprise. Who knows? Although reviews are not coming out till Thursday, and that's a little worrisome. So, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe this movie will still be decent. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I like Natalie Manuel, so I'll give it a watch because she's in it, but the PG-13 rating is just a little worse to me, but we'll see. Anyway, also out, we got 3,000 Years of Logging, which stars Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton. It's about scholar content with life encounters a Djinn who offers her aka Genie, by the way, who offers her three wishes in exchange for his freedom. Their conversations in a hotel room in Istanbul leads to consequences neither would have expected. Now, early reviews are calling this Aladdin for adults, which I could totally see why. This definitely has an Aladdin feel to it. Of course, we got Idris Elba playing the genie. It is directed by George Miller. Nice to see him doing more stuff outside of the Mad Max territory. This movie looks really interesting. I mean, I love George Miller. Looks really fascinating. I mean, I've been hearing some mixed things about it, but I'll give it a benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, it'll be decent. All right. Also, we got the new movie Breaking, which stars John Boyega, and it's actually based on a true story here. It's based on the life story of the late Brian Brown Esley, a former Marine Corps veteran in financial trouble. Esley is concerned over the effects of his of this on his daughter, alongside the prospects of homelessness to the point of robbing a Wells Fargo bank in 2017. So yeah, now this is John Boyega, who take Star Wars aside, this dude's a terrific actor. I mean, if you guys don't think he's a good actor, just go watch him in Detroit, Attack the Block. This dude has range. And sadly, this is also Mike K. Williams' final movie, so I'm looking forward to see this because he's in it. You got Nicole Briara is also in this. It looks intriguing. Looks very tense. I mean, I do love a good bank robber based movie, and this looks like it could be up my alley. So sign me up with this one. All right, we also got an A24 movie called Funny Pages, which is a coming of age story of a teenage cartoonist who rejects the comforts of his stubborn life in a misguided quest for his soul. Now, the movie is directed by Owen Klein, who of course starred in that movie, The Squid and the Whale, back in 2005. And he's actually the son of Kevin Klein and Fast Times girl, dang, I was Phoebe Cates. Why do I always freeze up on her name? Who does not love her in Fast Times? Come on. Anyway, so it is A24 after all. Looking forward to check this out regardless because A24 just makes some big stuff over the years. So interesting to us. Also out on Netflix, we got the new Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg film, Me Time. Guess what this is about? With his family away, a stay-at-home dad enjoys his first me time in years by reconnecting with an old friend for a wild weekend that may upend his life. Now, Kevin Hart's last movie on Netflix, which I was excited for, The Man from Toronto. I mentioned the review for that, but it was so bad I didn't even feel like doing a review for it. So I'm just gonna maybe I'll do my review for someday, but I just didn't really feel like doing it. Man from Toronto was terrible. I love Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is one of my favorite comics of all time. I love Kevin Hart and stuff like ride along movies, Think Like a Man. Kevin Hart's great. But Man from Toronto just was not all that great. And the trailers for this, by the way, looked cool, but I thought the trailers for Toronto looked good too. And yeah, that was not so good. Hopefully, this will be decent. Seeing Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart team up, I don't know, should be a dream check out. All right. Now on Amazon Prime, we got Samarin, which stars Sylvester Stallone, Euphoria actor John Van Walton, and it's where like 13-year-old Sam Cleary, played by Walton, suspects that his mysterious and exclusive neighbor, Mr. Smith, is actually a legend hiding in plain sight. So pretty much like Fright Night, but with a superhero instead of vampire. That's why I'm so getting at with this film. Anyway, 25 years ago, Granite City superpowered vigilante Samarin was reported dead after fairly warehouse battle with his rival Nemesis. Most believe he was perished in the fire, but some, like Sam, have hope that he's still alive. With crime now on the rise, Sam makes his mission to coax Samarin out of hiding to save the city from ruin. And the trailers for this look cool. I mean, still thinks it's going straight to Prime Video, but maybe it'll be good. Who knows? You got Sylvester Stallone, who's always terrific. I'm really glad to see Walton branching out after Euphoria, because who knows if he's after that finale. Who knows if he's coming back for season 3? You know. So this looks like we really dream check out. So hopefully it'll be cool. All right. Also on Amazon Prime Video, we got Untrapped, the story of Lil Baby, which is a look at the career of Atlanta rapper Lil Baby and his rise in rap and pop culture. Who cares? A little bit. I've heard Lil Baby's music. I mean, what is it with today's rap? I mean, I miss the days of Tupac, Biggie. Man, rap nowadays is just not as good as it used to be, but that's just me. All right, on Netflix, we got a documentary called Running with the Devil, The Wild World of John McAfee, which reveals footage and interviews, uncover new layers, and of fugitive tech pioneer John McAfee, I always mispronounce his last name, Wad Year on the Run. So, yeah, I always do love a good Netflix doc, so it could be cool. All right, we also got a movie called Jane, which stars Madeline Pesci from Riverdale fame. And in it, Olivia, played by Madeline, is a teen struggling with the recent loss of a friend. After getting deferred from her dream school, she spirals out of control and launches a social media fueled rampage against those who stand in her way of success. You also got Melissa Leo's also in this. Not Halle Bailey, but her sister Chloe Bailey's in this. It looks a treat to check out. I mean, feels more like a Lifetime movie, like those Lifetime teen movies that they've always had. Definitely feels more like that, but could be interesting to check out. We also got a movie called Out of the Blue, which is directed by Neil LaBute, starring Diane Kruger, Jack Nicholson's son, by the way, Ray Nicholson, Hank Azaria. Here's what this is about. When Connor meets enigmatic beauty Marilyn, her seductive charm transforms his dull life into a thrilling fantasy world. He plunges headlong into the adulterous affair. The ex-con with a heart of gold, seemingly destined for the gold-haired trophy wife. The only The only hitch is their idyllic new life together. Marilyn's trapped in a nightmare with an abusive husband and vulnerable stepdaughter. Desperate and with a history of violence, Connor would do almost anything to see him dead. Dang, you do got Diane Kruger in this, who is always terrific. So who does not love Kruger? Come on, I probably had a crush on her ever since I saw her in the movie Troy. And of course, she was actually one of the only good parts about 355 earlier this year too. So this could be interesting to check out. All right, we also got a movie like a horror thriller called Into the Deep, where a young woman desperate for an escape meets a mysterious and attractive stranger who promises a romantic trip. Of what follows in deceit, mistrust, and violence. So could be interesting there. We got a shark movie called Man Eater, where Jesse and her friends. I don't. Oh wait, I already read that one. Of course, it's pretty much like a. It's pretty much like a shark film where like people where like you know this where this guy named Jesse and her friends vacation shares a gruesome nightmare where they become the target of this great white shark. So other than that, it's a shark movie. This feels like those type of sci-fi based shark movies, which some of them I don't mind. I mean, there's so many odd shark movies, whether it's Sharknado, what other good shark films there are. Oh boy, Sharknado, two-headed shark attack, three-headed shark attack. I mean, they've done some weird shark movies over the years, but this could be interesting to check out. I mean, feels more like in the vein of Meg more than those odd shark films, so could be interesting to see. And top off, you got Trace Atkins facing off against a great white. What more can you ask for? All right, we also got a Korean film called Illinois, where Gurus in the late Goryeo dynasty tried to obtain a fabled holy sword, and humans in 2022 hunt down an alien prisoner that is locked in a human's body. The two parties cross paths when a time traveling portal opens. This is supposed to be like a big budget South Korea based film. I've heard some really decent stuff about it, so I should probably check it out. Looks intriguing, check to see, so it could be cool. All right, also got a movie called Highway One, where Anna is hosting a New Year's Eve party, and Nina, a longtime friend from high school, unexpectedly shows up, conjuring the feelings of another girl and bringing to the surface the inner lives of ensemble, a gag of eccentric millennial partygoers. Could be interesting. From the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna be like a horror based film, so it could be cool. All right, got a new Spanish movie called The Good Boss, which stars Javier Bardem, awaiting a visit by a committee that could give his company award for excellence. Blanco, played by Bardem, the owner of an industrial scales manufacturing business, tries to resolve any problems from his workers in enough time. Could be interesting. I love Javier Bardem, so it could be cool. All right, we also got a movie called Adopting Audrey, which stars Janet Malone. Estranged from her family and living a life of solitude, Audrey discovers the world of adult adoption and decides to try it herself in hopes of finding sense of belonging. She soon meets an adoptive family whose dysfunction mirrors her own, allowing her to form an unlikely bond with a patriarch who is seemingly as cold as she is courageous. Now, John Malone has always been some cool stuff, whether it's like the Hunger Games, whether it's Saved. I mean, who does not love Malone? So this could be interesting to see. And that's why the movie's coming out. Here are the TV shows now set to premiere. We got Angry Birds Summer Madness season 3, which I don't really watch. I mean, I like the Angry Birds movies, but never really seen that TV show they got. Star Trek Lower Deck season 3 coming to Paramount Plus. The End of the Night coming to Peacock, which is like a docu series or pretty much a reality show featuring Bill Nye the Science Guy. So could be cool. It's produced by Summer Fawn, so that's interesting. We got Everything I Know About Love, also from Peacock, where two childhood friends, best friends, as they dive deep into bad dates, heartaches, and humiliations. Now, this is actually a series from the UK. Looks pretty intriguing to check out. Has been making some cool stuff over the years, so it could be cool. On Hulu, we got the Mike Tyson series. Mike with Trevante Rose playing the role of the heavyweight champion. This show looks intriguing. I mean, Rose looks great. I mean, I don't really follow too much of Mike Tyson's career, but I have read upon some of his antics and who he was as a person. I mean, it is really fascinating to see, and this looks like it'd be really intriguing to check out. All right, we are on Apple. We've got season 3, which is the final season, starring Jason Momoa. Which I have tried the first season. See, I was not all that big of it. To me, the show was a little boring. On Netflix, we got the show called Partner Tracks, which stars Arden Cho from Teen Wolf fame. The new show follows Ingrid Young, an idealistic young lawyer who struggles with her moral compass and her passions as she fights to climb the partner track at an elite New York City law firm. Basically, perfect viewing. Looks really interesting. I mean, it does look like an interesting comedy-based series. It's based on a book, so there's that too. So could be interesting too. Last but not least, which I totally forgot to premiere today, I really gotta check this one out. It's this new show called Lost Ollie. Now it's about the lost toy searches for his owner who lost him. So pretty much like a live-action Toy Story. Now, some of the cast members include Gina Rodriguez, Jake Johnson, Tim Blake Nelson is in this, Mary J. Blige. The trailer for this looks emotional, looks terrific. The visuals look stunning. I gotta check this thing out when I get a chance to. It's on Netflix. I put it on my back burner, but maybe I'll watch this once I'm done with the new season of She-Hulk. Which, by the way, episode 2 premieres tonight. She-Hulk is so awesome, so can't wait to see the new episode. But that's pretty much it for all the stuff premiering. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films and shows are you excited for? Are you excited for The Invitation? Are you excited for Lost Ollie, Me Time, Submarine, Judas Caesar Logging, etc.? Or are you just waiting for Lord of the Rings when that premieres? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simbu Saka.